Oh, we got a real mistake.
Yes. You see, it wasn't on the checklist.
James just threw us in the aircraft. Good effort. Oh, we got that one on camera.
Rudder, 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 rudder.
Power settings.
Hi guys, it's Matt here from Sling Pilot Academy. This week we're going to be talking to some of our students about the 5 most common mistakes a student pilot will make. It's important to remember that all pilots make mistakes. We are all human, and it is the pilot's creed to recognize one's mistakes, learn from them, and constantly be striving to be a better pilot. It's called aeronautical decision making, and that's what it's all about. I hope you enjoy the video.
So one of the mistakes I've made is leaving that fuel strainer right there. Don't tell anyone.
We're pro.
We should do an intro for James.
We'll mention who James is, yeah.
I meant an intro to a natural attitude.
Awesome for work in progress is Jason on runway.
Okay, listen to ATIS.
Yes.
ATIS is serious.
Send a runway assignment with your call sign. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Victor.
Okay, so we've got Victor, and we know what runway it is.
All aircraft read back hold.
Okay, we're good.
Send a runway assignment
Yeah,
with...
but interesting because you can miss out on TFRs, for example.
Yeah.
So TFRs, a closed runway. I've done that exactly like that where I got on. It told me the runway and it gave me the, that it was X-ray or whatever. Anyway, the runway was closed, so I got caught. They said, did you listen to the ATIS?
Yeah. And it's so easy just to have it running and not concentrate. So what I've been doing lately is wait for the start and then listen to it once without interruption. And then I've got it.
And then especially if you're distracted, like what we are right now with filming, yeah. Victor, right? Victor.
Yeah.
Torrance Ground, experimental Sling 135 Whiskey Tango at Sling for runway 29 right with Victor.
Sling 135 Whiskey Tango, Torrance Ground, runway 29 right, taxi Echo Alpha Juliet.
Echo Alpha Juliet to turn on right, thanks, by Whiskey Tango.
I was going to say write stuff down too, because the way it happened to me was going to an airport. I was listening to the ATIS and I called into the tower and said for 25 right, and then he was corrected me to 26 right. I remembered it mostly correctly, but you're always going to make mistakes as a human, so it's good to write them down.
You human?
We have James with us on this flight. James is our new marketing and social media manager. We're really lucky to have him. He's got some fantastic experience and he's actually qualified. So we've just been making our own way.
First time in one of these planes as well.
Oh yeah.
And that's what makes it really the real deal. Are you nervous, James?
No, I'm a little warm.
Let's cool you down.
Yeah,
there we go.
I'm a little warm.
That is our checklist. And you just saw us do the quick little thing over there. We taxied. Obviously, we're used to doing this every day.
Interestingly, Matt was telling me that the military actually had some actual real accidents, and before then they didn't use checklists. So they would memorize everything, they would have their flows, and as experienced as they are and as skilled as they are, they had some serious accidents. They could have not occurred if they'd have used the checklist.
Yes. Let's go with the flow and let's see what you do.
I'll do my flow for the run-up. Let's see if my flow's right. And I haven't flown in a while, so I'm a bit rusty right now, so this will be good.
You've been exactly spot on to the checklist. Have you been cheating?
No, I haven't cheated. I haven't even done this in a while. Torrance Tower, experimental Sling 135 Whiskey Tango, holding short 29 right for straight out departure.
5 Whiskey Tango, contact tower 133.07.
Oh, f***.
That's good. We got a real mistake.
Yes.
And that's not a big deal.
You see, it wasn't on the checklist.
Torrance Tower, experimental Sling 135 Whiskey Tango, holding short 29 right for straight out departure.
Sling 135 Whiskey Tango, Torrance Tower, straight out approved, wind 40 at 3, running 29 right.
Competency.
Clear for takeoff, 29 right, thanks 5 Whiskey Tango. And then I like what you do, just as a very final check, Jean, the fuel flaps fine pitch.
Yeah, those are 3 things that will affect your length of your takeoff run. Not such a big deal, but on a bush trip it's a big deal.
Okay, so I'm going to do not enough right rudder on the roll and in the air, and let's just see. It actually doesn't need a lot of right rudder right now.
No.
Not much on the ground here,
You get airborne.
So now I'm having to put a little... It's extremely obvious. It doesn't even feel good right now. Okay, now we've got the ball in the middle. So now we're feeling much better, much better. And we do need quite a lot of right rudder, particularly in the TSI, because the TSI's got a beefier prop.
Yeah. And the more the load, the more the right rudder.
We also got the tunnel vision, only staring at the instruments.
Interesting on the tunnel vision when we took off here is it's so easy to get tunnel vision. Because we make the movie on the ball, I was watching only the ball, but nothing else going on around us. It's very easy just to get fixated on the instruments. You got to keep your eye outside.
You actually get to the point where I know if I'm, I know that I'm straight and level just based on my sight picture.
Yeah.
If you look outside a lot when you're flying VFR, you really get very, very used to it.
You feeling, James?
Did you say there were puke bags?
Do you need a puke bag?
Not yet.
I'll get one ready, then you won't need it.
That'll be perfect.
5 Whiskey Tango, frequency change approved, and have a great flight.
Frequency change approved, thanks, 5 Whiskey Tango.
Is that Catalina in front of us?
Yeah.
Do you want to go?
Another big mistake is just not keeping the aircraft trimmed. Like right now, I'm climbing, I looked at my watch, I let go of the stick and looked at my watch, and it doesn't make any difference to any of my, it's because I'm trimmed.
Yeah.
I do it automatically.
Yeah.
But that's another biggie. Always keep your aircraft trimmed.
James isn't feeling too well.
Oh, okay.
587 is about 2 miles
That's okay.
Queens Gate 2100 northwest bound to Torrance. Our last call.
Damn it, we didn't get it on camera.
You want to listen to ATIS?
Information Victor 184.
Call Victor, so we know it's Victor.
Visibility 1.
Okay, so if anyone just missed that, James just threw up in the aircraft.
Charming.
Oh, good effort. That's a good effort.
Yeah.
What'd you have for breakfast?
Frosted flakes.
Torrance Tower, experimental sling 135 Whiskey Tango, approaching Vincent Thomas Bridge, inbound for 29 right with Victor. Torrance Tower, experimental sling 135 Whiskey Tango, Vincent Thomas Bridge, inbound 29 left with Victor.
Sling 135 Whiskey Tango, Torrance Tower, make straight in, runway 29er left, number 3, following a Cessna, 2 miles ahead of you, runway 29er left, cleared to land, verify information, Victor, please.
We have information, Victor, and number 3, 29 left, looking for the other traffic, 5 Whiskey Tango. Like if you want to slow down, like I've got to slow down for flap speed right now, I'm 95. If I can go engine off and put my nose down, my engine's pulled all the way back, I'm speeding up right now. So it's always pitch, always pitch. So if I want to slow down to flap speed, I'm going to pull back, always pitch. I'm coming on a little angle because there was someone on the parallel runway.
How you doing, James?
Go number 2.
Okay, we'll see how the landing goes.
Gonna go fine. Wayne's a very considerate pilot with good spatial awareness. Note, Wayne does not have a hangover today and he got a good night's sleep. This is going to be an amazing landing.
Oh yeah, I haven't landed in a while. Let's see how I do.
You always land.
So I'm looking at the windsock coming in here.
You're not just focused on this airspeed, you got all your awareness.
Yeah, and I'm a little fast here. I know I've made it, so I'm going to start throttling back. I'm still a little fast. Oh, we got that one on camera. And I feel like I'm coming in fast because winds are calm. Oh boy, it's not as...
Okay, ground speed is quite fast. Might as well go past.
Good day.
Okay, very nice landing.
Amazing, very nice landing. Very nice landing, Wayne. But I expected from you.
Turn left at the end, contact ground.
Left at the end and ground, 5 Whiskey Tango. Torrance ground, experimental sling 135 Whiskey Tango at Delta for sling.
That's quite cool.
Fat tyres, yeah.
5 Whiskey Tango, Torrance ground, sling taxi via Delta.
Sling via Delta, 5 Whiskey Tango.
Hi guys, my name is Belle. I'm a student at Sling for almost 3 months. If you remember last time that we were talking about like progressing and stuff. So I did my solo. For me, the big thing is about like communication. English is my second language. So communication is a big thing for me. It's not easy to be brave to actually declare or admit that, you know, you don't hear. I don't want to say that, oh, can you please say again? They will say your call sign and they tell you like clear to land, but actually some call sign is just so similar to you. Like 6 Bravo or like Lima Bravo. It's like, what Bravo? Is it me? You just need to be brave and say, yeah, can you say again, please? So yeah, Aussie here. Aussie.
Going good?
Yeah. My name's Ozzy Marriott, and I've been here for about 2 months. Stage
I'm a good pilot. I'm just kidding. So I'd say my most common mistake is definitely knowing which runway to land on. It might sound easy, but like when you're flying and you have to like know which letter and runway it is, it can get hard sometimes. So I'd say that's my most common mistake for sure.
Oh yes! You don't get the full ATIS, and I did it once in the beginning. Well, don't tell my CSI. You know, you have to listen like how's the wind, like the direction of the wind from, how many knots, because it's very important. Is it a crosswind or not? So it's really like affect your landing. So I think that is really good one.
Okay, the fifth one is not getting the full ATIS.
Okay, edit this. Okay, so I got the first one. No, I'll actually tell you, when I was doing my phase check for my first solo, I was like outside of the Delta and I didn't get the full ATIS, and they switched the runways, and then I actually lined up on the wrong runway. So listen to ATIS, it's very important. Now after that, I listen to ATIS every time.
Energy management, that is a big one. Energy management is like very hard. It takes like, you know, experience, especially on final, because like sometimes, you know, like you have a gust wind and the wind is coming like so strong and it's just blowing you off, and then your airspeed and then your like power is just not like related anymore. So just go around, as they say.
Like enough sleep?
Throttle, like power settings, energy management.
Got it. So like plane stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yes, actually, this is a really big one. It's a good one. It's about a checklist. I'll be honest, every time I don't use a checklist, you know, I think my CFI like notice it. When I don't use the checklist, I miss something. So it's really important. I know like you might get used to it, but to use it is really helpful, you know, for your life and your safety.
Do you always do the full checklist before you go?
Of course I always do the full checklist before I go. Is this for social media, or is this used for them to like... I'm like, guys, I didn't see a YouTube video go up. Where'd the content go?
Oh yes, it's about left turning tendency. Rudder is really important, especially takeoff and sometimes for landing too. So I didn't use enough rudder in the beginning, but yeah, you practice and then your CFI is just like rudder until you're like, yeah, I got the rudder, don't need to say it, I know.
Okay, that happens every once in a while. So I've definitely taken off and not used enough rudder because it's been windy, and I just go full power, and then when I go to take off, the plane will just shoot to the left and you have to use right rudder to even out.
Yes, it's me. Very good at looking inside. But actually for private pilot guys, especially when you land the aircraft, you have to be able to see like the runway, right? The end of the runway. That's why you really need to look, because like when you're managing the power before you like on the final, oh, am I that on the 70, you know, I'm on that airspeed or not, and then you forget, oh, I should have looked beyond the aircraft and see the end of the runway.
When I'm flying, a lot of times I'll be like looking inside at the instruments, and I'll like get caught up in that, and I'm not looking outside because VFR's visual flight rules, you're supposed to be looking outside, but it's very easy to just get stuck inside the airplane. Well, they're 5 are wrong.
So don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment. It really helps us with our channel. We really appreciate it.
Stop clicking that pen. Hold it. Stop clicking.
Give it to me.
Oh, chill, well.
Go for it. What's up, man?